Totally devastated. I wasn't even the same guy. I've always been an upbeat, life's good, the glass is filling up, it's not going down. And that's the only time I've ever been depressed in my life. The only time that chemically in my brain I didn't think right.
My mom left physically and my dad left mentally.
He's, always motivated, always pushing us, do better, do your best, be your best. And to see him at his lowest, I think that was the first time I ever saw my dad cry. To a kid, your dad is Superman. He's a superhero. He's this big, burly, muscular guy, So yeah, to see him at his lowest point, it was devastating. It affected all of us.
I saw my mom, I saw my dad, and no one could touch them. To me, they were a king and a queen. They were not going to be broken apart. It almost was like he just disintegrated. His body was weak, he was weak, his confidence was gone. He failed. And it took him a while to pull through it, but it was one of the biggest mountains he climbed personally, and we were following right behind him, just pushing, or maybe not pushing, but just watching as he was getting through it, I
always looked at people that had a problem in their life that they couldn't handle, particularly if it was something to do with depression, as being weak. And I always looked at things black and white. And then after going through that period of time in my life, for about a 2-year period where I was super depressed, I began to realize that it's not a weakness. You can't control it. You just physically can't control it. You can't control those emotions of how you feel. And you don't really want to talk to anybody about it because you feel like you're a failure. You feel like you failed your family. And even though you're maybe not at fault, that's the way you feel. And so you don't want to brag about that. You don't want to go out and explain that to somebody. You don't want to talk to somebody. You want to shield people from that. And so you put on the face that, hey, everything's fine. But inside you're dying. From that point,